Good evening, y'all. Good evening. Comment the word blue. Hey, what's up, 757? How you feeling? Oh, y'all on here. Y'all on here heavy. What's going on? What's going on? Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining. Let's rap. Let's chat tonight real quick. Tonight's topic, Corporate Transparency Act. And you know, we have to bring a professional on the call tonight. We have to bring a lawyer on the call. So my lawyer is going to join us, Lala, who's actually one of the speakers at the Blueprint Summit. So definitely tap in tonight, guys. Let me pin this real quick. Pin the word blue. Listen, if you guys are coming to Philly, what's up? What's up, Wilson? How you feeling? If you come into Philly, March 22nd, March 23rd, we have an epic conference for you guys. Yes, I look forward to seeing you soon. Let's get it. Blueprint Summit, you already know the vibes. I hope to see you guys in Philly. Philly's going to be something magical. Listen, I want to drop something in the chat for y'all real quick while we wait on my lawyer to tap in. I want to drop a surprise in the chat for you guys real quick. I'm going to show you the list. The people who bought VIP tickets, copy. I love this new trick. I'm going to drop this in the chat real quick. Let me see. It'll let me drop it in the chat. It's not going to let me drop it in the chat. I wanted to drop a list of the cities that we're giving out to our VIP clients that you guys are going to get a vacation stay on me. So we got Georgia, Atlantic City, we got Miami, we got Daytona Beach, Denver, we got Orlando, Fort Lauderdale, we even got Hawaii. So if you buy if you buy a VIP ticket, 5 nights, yes, we have VIP tickets left. So comment the word blue below. You're going to get an epic situation. So while we're waiting for my lawyer to get on the call, I'd love to answer any questions you guys have about funding because we're about to go ham. So tonight's call, my live is choppy. I'm sorry about that. What we're going to be talking about tonight is, everybody was really concerned about the Corporate Transparency Act, FinCen, and all that drama that's coming around. Hey, Herman, am I going to have to pay $10,000 if my LLC isn't set up properly? And I said, no, we're getting a lawyer on the call to put you guys in position for the win. So I don't want you guys to worry about that. She's going to show you how to structure your business properly. So you guys are set up. So I got a couple of people. Oh, it's better now. Okay. It's better now. So drop a 1 in the chat if my Wi-Fi is better. I hope it's a lot better. I want to make sure it's better because I want to make sure you guys get all this information. So what I was saying is, from the Blueprint Summit is happening March 22nd and March 23rd in Philadelphia. What I'm going to do is anybody who buys a VIP ticket, what's up, Ms. Davis? What's up, B? Who buys a VIP ticket, vacation stay on me. We have 30 different cities. If you book the VIP ticket, we got Lake Tahoe, we got Miami, we got Vegas, New Orleans, New York City, Palm Springs, San Antonio, San Diego, Virginia Beach. That's right. If you have a VIP ticket, I promise you. Let me turn off my. There we go. I hope it's a lot better. How do I make payments with a credit card? Just go on the site and you just book your ticket. So we want to put you guys in position for the win at the Blueprint Summit. We're going to have major topics, right? We're going to be talking about funding. We're going to have Derek Whitehead is coming. He's going to be talking about changing your business to a corporation so you get $500 to $1 million in funding. Regine is going to be coming on. She's going to show you how to discharge your student loans. All right? Discharge. Thank you, Nat, for telling me it's better. Discharge your student loans. So for the VIP ticket, it's $497. So for $497, I'm going to give you a free vacation stay. In addition to that, Regine's part of the presentation alone is going to show you how to discharge your student loan debt. Now, Success has receipts. She did it for me. So tomorrow I'm going to post my receipt of my student loans being discharged. And let me tell you something. This is not deleting student loans off your credit report. That's not what we're going to teach you how to do. Discharge your debt shows you how to legitimately discharge your debt where you don't owe the money anymore. I'm going to do a video for it and I'm going to show it to you tomorrow morning. Comment the word blue so you can come to the Blueprint Summit. That alone should be worth for you to get your butt to Philly March 22nd, March 23rd. All right, I'm waiting for Lala to come on, guys. Just be patient with me, right? March 22nd, March 23rd. That alone is worth it. All right? Absolutely, absolutely. We're gonna put you guys in position for the win. Derek Whitehead, he is my mentor. He's like, Herm, you still telling people about LLCs? It's time to take them to the next level. And I was like, yeah. Right now, we're getting Lala to come on to the show, I like to call it. So let's see if she pops up. Thank you for saying I'm doing a good job, man. We're here to put you guys in position. Hey, young lady, how you feeling tonight?
Amazing. I didn't know I had to request. I was here on time. Don't be trying to do me like that. I heard you.
I mean, where Lala?
I was not waiting on Lala.
She don't know how to use technology. She don't know how to use the Instagrams.
I am of the old millennials, okay?
Right. I got you. Listen, Lala, I know you was teaching tonight, so thank you for coming on.
Yes. It was good. And I told them that they need to, number one, pull up to this live, but also pull up to the Blueprint Summit. So if they don't pull up, it be their fault. And I don't be having nothing else to say about it.
It be their fault. Lala, we got to talk about the Corporate Transparency Act, because I know listen, her price per hour, guys, is heavy. So I'm going to get her in and out of here, okay? So Lala, we got to talk to the people, because I still get DMs about the Corporate Transparency Act. What's up, Ryan? I still get DMs about, hey, Herman, do I have to pay this fee? So we got to do a part 2. We got to clarify with the people what's going on with the Corporate Transparency Act in 2024 so far. Now, remember you said some people got 30-day, tell me if I'm lying, some people got 30 days to do this, or they got 365 days. What's the rumor on the streets? How long do people have to get their life in order?
Yeah, so if you started a business before January 1st, 2024, you have until January 1st, 2025 to file your beneficial owner interest form report. If you started a business January 1st, 2024 or after, you have 90 days from the day that you file to submit the form. If you wait and start a company, let's say you start a company next year, after January 1st, 2025, you only have 30 days. So it's getting shorter and shorter and becoming the standard of when you file. Eventually, it'll be when you file, you must submit. So they're warming us up, giving us plenty of time. But what I'm going to tell everybody who thinks that they have time, it's a government website. It don't be working all the time. I remember the first set of documents I was submitting, I sent her a screenshot. It said the website was down. It's the middle of the day. Nothing's going on. So don't be the person who waits until the last minute, because if you realize, just like at the end of the year when the IRS wasn't giving out no more EIN numbers for a whole month, the government does what they want. So you never want to put yourself in a position where you can get penalized for something that has a time frame because you waited to the last minute.
Got you. So they're trying to make this the norm for people to file their FinCen. So for those on the call who like, what are you guys talking about? I file LLC all the time. Let's break it down for them even more. So right now, what is the Corporate Transparency Act? Let's go there. Let's talk about FinCen second. What is the Corporate Transparency Act?
So the Corporate Transparency Act is meant to disclose who the beneficial owners of LLCs and corporations are, and who has control over those companies. And it is basically their attempt to stop money laundering and people funding terrorism and sex trafficking and all of those things. So for as many people who think it's like the most penalizing thing ever, think about the other side of that. We're having the worst pandemic of people stealing people, and you can only do that with money. So we need certain things. I don't think that everything is like the government's on the up and up. I'm not that person. But I also am a person who's like, if we're not talking public records, I'm all right with it.
You're all right with it. So this sounds really complicated, right? I don't know how to file my FinCen. I'm not going to try to do it. Do you do it, Lala?
We do
Who's
it.
we? Your law firm?
Yeah.
Can you tell the good people how much you charge?
$106 per entity.
$106 per entity for you to do all the paperwork for them, so they're legitimate to the government. They ain't got to worry about nothing. So where's the old LLC, brand new LLC, you got them.
Yep.
Okay, so if they want that, I already set up my automation. So if they commented already, they should have got the DM. Because I know people will be like, huh? So listen, if you comment the word Lala right now, Lala, if you comment the word Lala, yes, it's affordable. That's the point.
That's the point.
We got to get you guys this information as soon as possible so you can put yourself in the position for the win. So if you comment the word Lala, or if you even commented, we already sent you the link so that Lala's team can fix your LLC so you are corporately compliant with the government, and you ain't got to worry about fees. You ain't got to worry about nothing. You're going to be straight up set up, FinCen, BIO, all that, BOI, I think it's called, beneficial owner. So you're going to be in the position for the win, because everybody's really, really nervous about it. Now, Lala, what are the penalties for this if your paperwork is not in order?
Yeah, so if you do not file by the time that you are supposed to file, the penalty is $500 a day with a maximum of $10,000. So, but there's literally no reason for you to not be compliant. They gave you a year, guys.
Right.
Like, and if you are like me and living in these times, every time you wake up is a new month. Don't wait till the last month.
Right.
Because somehow we done slept 3 times and it's the middle of February.
In the middle of February, right? Exactly. Guys, Lala, you could tell the people in my business how many LLCs did I send you today?
What a haze! Oh my gosh, it was 29 LLCs, guys. And because I love him, I allow him to haze me, and I put it together. And he has all of his FinCen IDs. He's in compliance with every LLC that he has.
Right.
And so
you did.
So we can prove the receipts. We'll do some redacted stuff and show you guys like successfully filed.
Right. My people, I call them. I don't call them my followers. I call them my executors. They have to see receipts. So I will be showing you the receipts of all 29 of the LLCs that I sent her, so that she can make all my businesses corporate compliant. Yes. I think that's the word for it.
The only ones that I did not file, and this is an important thing because people hear that you have to submit for everything. The truth is that if you have a tax exempt entity, you do not have to file. So if you have a foundation, a 501c3, you do not have to file for those. Also, if you have businesses that have more than 20 employees, you don't have to file. If you are also filing someplace else, meaning you have a CPA firm, a law firm, a securities firm, they're also exempt. So, or if you're a big enough business, if you make $5 million a year, you also don't have to file.
Oh wow! You're giving a lot of game right there. I appreciate that. Somebody in the comments said one more time on the timelines that we have. So if I have an LLC that I created before January 1st, 2024, I have 1 year to get this paperwork done.
Yep.
If I created a new LLC this year, I have 90 days.
Yep.
And next year, January 2025, they're giving me 30 days.
That's right.
To be corporate compliant. Yep. And Lala said, if you comment the word Lala in the comments below, she will do the paperwork for you. Somebody said, I got 3 LLCs, I got 4 LLCs, I got 5. Just comment the word Lala and shoot her and her team, her law firm. We have a lawyer on the call tonight that'll do the work for you. So thank you so much, Lala, for putting us in position. So commercial break, Blueprint Summit, March 22nd, March 23rd. Amazing time we are going to have. We're going to be in Philly and we're going to do something crazy. Oh, that's a good question. Are we required to do this yearly or this is just a one-time thing?
You are required to keep it up to date. Okay. Which means that once it's submitted, if you change addresses, if you change owners, if you change control people, you do have to update it.
Got you. You do have to. So if there's any changes to your business, then you update it. If not, there's nothing you need to do.
That's right.
So before we go on to the Blueprint Summit commercial, because I want to make sure I give people game. Lala, I have some holding companies in Wyoming. I opened up an LLC in Delaware. I'm trying to be hidden. Is this FinCen situation? Thank you, Graham, for the badge. Is this FinCen situation, Corporate Transparency Act, beneficial owner? Is this gonna pierce my corporate veil? Like people gonna know, like, oh, I own my business that's in Wyoming when really I got it, so nobody will be in my business.
So for FinCen's purpose, they will know that you own it. For the public's purpose, no one will know that you own it as long as you use the nominee or did the proper channels of placement. So let's say you have a trust as the owner in public records, that kind of thing, or some nominee. No one will know who owns it publicly, but FinCen will know. FinCen will know who owns it. FinCen will know who controls it. So why that's important is because we don't want businesses to be able to hurt people, and there's no way for you to recover. Think about the person who tried to run off on the bag with you, your money, you did something to you. Now, in public records, it may say nothing. Now, you can submit to FinCen that you are going after this business, and they will disclose who the owners are. So why is this better than having your name in public records? Because people come after you personally and sue your business when your name's in public records. So you only want to have to deal with things that your business actually did, not like really weird people who are trying to find a reason to sue Herman, and then he just sues all Herman's entities because his name is in public records. So that's the biggest difference. Also, if your entities are owned by exempt companies like trusts and like nonprofits, all you're doing when you do the filing, because you still have to do the filing because you are a control person, so you still have to do the filing, but you're going to put that the beneficial owner is exempt. So you don't have to give any more information. So it'll just say the trust name. That's it. No EIN number, no address, no nothing.
Okay. All right. So now you're going to make us go down the rabbit hole, and I hope everybody got their papers and pens. I have a lawyer on the line. Everybody's talking about trust. Everybody's talking about FinCen. None of those people are attorneys. I have an attorney on the call who does this for a living. Listen. So Lala, I want to protect myself as much as possible. And we're just going to give them a little bit of a sauce that you're going to be talking about March 22nd, March 23rd in Philly only, because not everything we can put online. You got to be in person. So to protect myself as much as possible, right? We got to talk about some structure. So this is my little layman thing. I know business credit. I don't know all this other stuff. I have a business. Let's call it Audit Your Circle LLC, right? It is owned by a holding company, Dolce LLC. Dolce LLC is owned by a trust. I know there's more than 70 plus type of trust, but we'll keep it simple. A trust. Is that enough protection for Herman Dolce, flesh and blood person? That structure, or you're like, Herman, that's a good start, but you need more.
So it depends what you mean by protection. So if you mean that if your company has hurt someone and then you get sued and they call FinCen and they find out who the owners are and you get a judgment for $1 million, your insurance don't cover it, right? They can't go after you personally because you don't own anything.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the layer of the asset protection really matters as it pertains to like what people can recover and from where.
Got you.
Yeah. And so trust owned things are harder to discern. So most of the time you would end up with a judgment that has to be paid from distributions, and you can easily just not make distributions. But we're not going to go down that road.
We're not going to go down that. That stuff is for in person. You can't get that. You cannot get that sauce online. Absolutely. Lala, do you set up trusts? Yeah. So if you need a trust set up the proper way by an attorney and who can also fund your trust, that means put your assets into a trust. It's one thing to get the piece of paper. That's one thing. But to properly put your car, your house, your businesses inside of a trust, your IP. So like Audit Your Circle is my intellectual IP. It has to be put in the trust also. So to put that stuff in a trust, that's to fund it. You need to have a professional to do that for you. So you're going to click this arrow button right here. You're going to follow Lala. You're going to bother her in her DMs because this was going to happen. They're going to bother me in my DMs. I'm like, y'all, I didn't do it. What's the name of that lady that you was on live with? Stop playing with me. Her name right there. Go follow her. Comment the word Lala below so she can do your corporate transparency stuff for only $100 plus tax. So it's $107 per LLC. So she's gonna put you in position. Now, Lala, you sent me a list of things you're going to be teaching at the Blueprint Summit March 22nd to 23rd in Philadelphia. I already told y'all what I'm giving y'all. I'm giving y'all a vacation on me, right? So if you get a VIP, I got you. But Lala, you said you're going to show them how to become private so that they can protect their assets, organizational structure, wealth preservation, and creating your own assets to be the best wealth allocator. So can you go over a little bit about the crazy PowerPoint you're going to teach? A little bit of sauce. What are you going to be talking to everybody in March?
So first step, take your name out of public records.
Stop right there. Stop right there. Take your name out of public records. This is major. So if I try to find Jay-Z and Beyonce, I cannot find where they live, correct?
Correct.
So you're going to show us how to do that.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, because I don't think they understand that. Take yourself out of public record. What's next?
Once your name's out of public records, that's your first line of defense. Then we'll go through what it looks like to be armor tight in terms of asset protection, trust holdcos, series LLCs, the list goes on. But how to do that, how to set it up so that you don't need very many other things, including prenuptial agreements. So then
talk heavy.
That's another. So then we're gonna go. That's all set up. Then we'll move on to you're making money. Now what? And you have a thing that you do well. How can you turn that into an asset for others? So what my real background is in securities. And so I teach people how to create their own assets so that they can sell those securities and other people can invest with them and y'all make money together. So everybody in the world doesn't need one Airbnb, but the really good Airbnb guy can take your 1,000, 100,000 or whatever and help you all get a return together. And so I'm gonna teach you how to do that with the thing that you do well, because we don't try stuff with other people's money. We do the thing that we do well already, and we turn it into an asset. So I'm going to teach you how that works, how to do it, how to raise unlimited money. The government actually doesn't care about that at all until you have $100 million under management. So like, I don't think that people really understand what I be talking about when I'm like, you're not raising enough money. But
Can I tell them about that real quick? You're not raising enough money.
Yeah.
Yes, you need to get to the summit. Please comment the word blue. So Lala has been my Instagram friend for a while now. When I met Lala in person, we talking about some type of funding, and she's like, "Yeah, what you trying to raise?" I'm like, "Oh, like $2-3 million." She's like, "That's it." I was like, "Excuse me." I clutched my pearls. I was like, "My bad." She's like, "Yeah, hit me up." She's like, "Call me when you're ready for $10 to $20 million." Is that not what you said to me in Atlanta?
Yes.
So Lala is going to show you. Remember, I told you, this summit is not no celebrity thing. We are going to teach. She's going to show you how to raise $10 to $20 million. This is what she does for a living. So I'm bringing the attorney to you. $197 for the general pop ticket, $497 for the VIP ticket. Her PowerPoint is going to be on fire. You need to be there in person. No, we're not recording because we can't put that on the internet. Comment the word blue if you want that. You said a couple of other things. You said, Herman, I want everybody to hear about that Series LLC thing because I love the Series LLC. Can you break down to everybody what the Series LLC thing?
So a Series LLC is where your top series is what is recorded with the state. So you have articles of incorporation and they know that it's a series. So there are only certain states that even recognize this. But underneath every series, you have your naming mechanism. So let's say it's Audit Your Circle. So Audit Your Circle Series 1, Bella Sloan, is another company. It doesn't need to be registered. It has its own EIN number. It has its own protection, but one filing. So what does that mean? I don't have to do what I just did for Herman anymore because we have a top company that is filed. Everything below that is number one, private, but 100% protected in the same way a full LLC would be. So now you can choose it to be, so I don't know how much you guys know about LLCs, but LLCs are only companies that allow you the flexibility of choosing how they are taxed. So You can choose for it to be a pass-through. So you can have 100 series under there, and they're all passing through to that top company, which we're going to call our holdco now. So we don't have to have a bunch of different pieces, and only one tax return is filed. So
wow. So you're saying I don't need to get a new LLC right now. If I got a new business called Keep Off Enterprises, I'm going to put it under a Series LLC, as a Series LLC under one of the LLCs I already got already. Yep. And it's protected.
Yep. It'll have its own business credit. It'll have its own everything.
Are y'all listening? $197 for the general pop ticket, $497 for the VIP ticket. This is what we're going to be teaching. I told you, this conference is going to be next level. March 22nd, March 23rd in Philadelphia. Comment the word blue so you can get it. Let's rewind back again, right?
Oh, hold on 1 second.
Go ahead.
I got to answer this one question that I keep seeing come up.
What?
Should you get an S Corp over a LLC? The Corporate Transparency Act includes LLCs, corporations, and an S Corp is just an election from a corporation. So you still have to file, unless you're exempt for one reason that I already mentioned.
Right. And I think what we need to say is any business entity. Is that safe to say? Business entity need to file the Corporate Transparency Act. They need to be under the BOI, correct?
I wouldn't say that.
You want to say that?
Because a trust is an entity, and it doesn't.
Trust is an entity. Well, I said business entity. It's a business entity. Okay, got it. Again, so one of the most important things you said you're going to talk about is how to become anonymous. So you're going to teach us how to become hidden as people, flesh and blood.
That's right.
From the public. Right. So Lala, right now I can Google you. I'm not going to find out where you live. Like, it's not possible.
No. You'll see some addresses because I do a lot for other people in the public, but you will not know where I live. Mm-hmm. You won't know where I get no mail at. You're like, there's literally like none of that exists on the internet. And I tell you, so every time someone sends me, they want to become a new client of mine, I give them a report. And they are so blown away by how I know where they live, where their mama live, how many people live at their house, where they vote on election day. Right. Yeah, so. Yeah.
Where they vote on it. So all that is, Dancer, thank you for buying us a badge. So all that is public information. That is a great lead magnet. So when you get a client, you show them how much information about them is public.
Yes.
And then you help them fix that. Do you help them become anonymous and erase that information, or just become anonymous moving forward?
Both.
Wow. They got to come to Philly, right? Is that what you're saying? They just got to come to Philly?
They have to come to Philly and be VIPs. I mean, do you care about yourself or what? Like, that extra $300 will change your life.
And that's what I'm trying to tell people. I'm like, the return on investment on the information we're going to give you, there's no fluff. We're giving you the information. I already told people, between you and Regine, who's going to show people how to discharge their student loan debt, that right there is crazy. My student loan debt was $90,000. 90. And right now it has been discharged. So now I'm giving you access to that same information for $200. If you buy a VIP ticket, $500. If that's not worth it to you, I don't know what to tell you. You gotta do whatever you need to do to get to Philly to get that information. That makes no sense. I'm like, what? That's how much my students. So doctors, lawyers who got $250,000 in debt, you need to be in Philly because we're gonna give you this information. We're gonna show you how to be anonymous. That's incredible. And what's crazy is you're gonna show us how to build assets that make money for us passively. So listen, we did a podcast in Miami probably like a month ago, right? Which is kind of crazy. That was an amazing podcast. And we're going to give them a sneak peek at one of the topics we talked about. I think you talked about a legacy trust. Is that what it was called? Or kingdom trust? I can't remember. What was it? A dynasty. That's why you knew what I was talking about. It's a dynasty trust because there's more than 70 trusts out there. It's not just irrevocable and revocable because Instagram only tells you those two because those gurus only know those two. But lawyers know that there's many. What's up, Ola? And a dynasty trust is crazy. Is the dynasty trust, is that what the Rockefellers have?
So I'm going to circle back a little bit. So an irrevocable and revocable trust are types. And then everything falls underneath whether it's irrevocable or revocable. Mm-hmm. So revocable is for privacy. You
Mm-hmm.
can have them. It's just going to change the name and title on things to your trustee.
Mm-hmm.
Someone sues you, they can take the things in the trust.
Mm-hmm.
Something happens, they can take things in trust. Irrevocable trust, it owns itself, only for the benefit of the beneficiaries. But under that, you can get real spicy on either side.
Mm-hmm.
But the spicy things happen when it owns itself,
Mm-hmm.
because it's completely
Irrevocable.
protected, irrevocable.
Mm-hmm.
And then the dynasty trust is something similar to what the Rockefellers have, although you don't need it to be a dynasty trust
Mm-hmm.
to be that strong.
Mm-hmm.
But a dynasty trust is only recognized in a few states, including Wyoming,
Mm-hmm.
and it lasts for 1,000 years. And it'll help you with things like so I read an article today about a family that had land in their family for 100 years, and they sold it for $77 million, 48 descendants. And so after long-term capital gains tax, everybody will get something like 1.1 million, maybe a little less.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, everybody needs to pray that they all had somebody to tell them where to flow their money so they'll keep making money and keep growing, because that instant gratification will end up costing their family for generations, because most people are just going to
Spend the money.
So you want that trust so that kind of stuff don't happen. You want your land that is so valuable that somebody wants to give you $77 million. You want to lease that to them, and you want to keep that income coming forever. Protecting your family from their own bad decisions and things that can happen. Because most people don't know what to do with a lot of money besides
spend it. Lala, I think that's very important, right? So I have a bunch of executors on the call. We have 500 plus people on here. And I expect these people to be put in position, because I already told everybody I've been giving out too much free game on my YouTube, on Instagram, on how to fix your credit. Everybody should have good credit by June. I already gave you all that homework, right? We come into 100,000, whether it's funding or whether it's lottery, somebody dies. Do people come to you and be like, hey, Lala, I have 50,000, I have 100,000, what do I do? Do you get that question a lot?
Not that number specifically. But
my bad, Lala, my bad.
But so for me, if you ask me what you need, if you have 50,000 or 100,000, especially if we're talking about credit, I'm gonna say the best investment is in yourself.
100%.
The second best investment is in upskilling, so that you can be doing something that's going to start generating you more money, so that you can then take that excess cash and invest it. Because now we're family, so everybody who's with Herman is with me. We don't spend money that we work for. So you work for the dollar, it has to be invested. And then you live on what's left, what the money makes. So most people aren't nearly as rich as they think they are. They work hard, they make great money. That's cool. But if you stop working, could you live for 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, the rest of your life? That's the most important piece. So we want to get our money out of being transactional. I got to go to work, I got to do a contract, I got to do something to, I've put it a place that's making enough of a return that can cover my lifestyle,
right,
and do the things. And so I always want people to focus on what you can do yourself with your first 50 to 100,000, because when you do it, the money can grow exponentially. When you give it to others, it can grow incrementally. So you can 5x money that you out doing work with. You can 5x it.
You can 5x it.
But if you give it to someone else, they're going to give you 10%, 15%, which is cool. But if you're trying to maximize while you are still young, hot, getting it, and real motivated, that's what you want to do.
So a couple of things in the comments before we move on. First of all, thankful
should be in a trust.
In a trusto. Thankful 0222. He said something crazy. He's like, I only spend my money's money. That's a bar. I gotta put that on a t-shirt. Shout out to you. That's a good one.
We gotta share that.
Somebody's
IP. I'm not even finna hold you right now.
I only spend my money's money. That is a crazy bar. That's number one. Number two, it's all about mindset in this chat. So Juju said, wow, everybody don't start with 50,000. So I already told you guys, you cannot be on this live. You cannot be my executor if you think 50,000 is a lot of money. That's no money. And everyone on this call has access to 50,000. Whether you work for it, which I don't want you to work for 50,000 because that's ridiculous, or whether you fix your credit and get access to $50,000 in capital. That is easy. That is easy. You need 50,000, you fix your credit in 90 days to 120 days, you can get $50,000. And Lala said something very important. The first thing you do is invest in yourself. What does that mean when you say that? Learn a new skill, get some new knowledge, because what you do with that information is crazy. I wish I could show you my board. So I charge people for getting funding. I teach people how to get funding, and I charge people. So I got a client, he got $75,000 in funding. I charge 10%, right? So I got $7,500 invoice I sent to him, and he paid for it. Why? Because I learned a new skill. I paid somebody $30,000 to teach me that, to start up the company and everything, right? So I invested in myself first, so the return on investment is great. Now, I got $7,500. That's just from one client. Imagine if I do that over and over again. But guess what? I worked for that money still. So Lala's telling me I got to put it up somewhere. It's first of all, the money's coming into the trust holding company, right? So there's some tax things. Lala, you gonna tell people how not to pay taxes legally? They got to do that in person.
Yeah.
That's an in-person conversation. We'll talk about that offline. So that $7,500, I got to invest it into something that now I'm gonna be living off the residual of that 75 that I made 30 days ago from that client. So that's why it's important for us to learn new skills, learn new knowledge, come and get educated, so we can run it up.
Yep.
Somebody asked about offshore trusts. What is that?
Okay, so offshore trust just means a trust that's registered in another domicile, like another country. What I will tell you about that is, number one, you can only move post-tax money. So hopefully you didn't owe taxes, and then you can move it regardless. But the starting point to doing all this spicy moving stuff, and it's going to be real hard for you to access your money, is going to be somewhere around 5 million liquid. Anything less than that, you about to spend way too much money fooling around with minding other people's business.
Okay, so it's not worth it unless somebody got 5 million liquid.
Yeah, because it's, number one, it's hard to get the money. Once it's over there, you're going to go through a lot to get your own money. Because America doesn't like offshore banking. Right. And so you're going to have to pay several wire fees to get it back into the US if you need to use it for whatever reason. And the setup fees tend to be cost prohibitive if it's not going to be like a super reason that you're doing it. And usually I think that people should do it if they're investing in other countries. If you're investing only in the US and you live in the US, you intend to live in the US, keep your money in the US.
Listen, this is just a little bit of the sauce. She's going to be giving out March 22nd, March 23rd in Philadelphia. Comment the word blue. We want to see you guys in Philadelphia. I think the best things you're going to talk about is how everybody can become anonymous. That's super important. So you can become a private person. So I kept saying this and now I remembered it. When I become a private person, this is a crazy question. What are my utility bills under?
So generally, your trust, your family trust owns the home that you live in. So your bills are all going to be entitled to the trustee.
Oh, entitled to the trustee, and the trustee can be me, though.
Yes.
Okay.
But it's not you, the human. It's Herman Dolce Jr. trustee for
Got you.
said family trust.
Said family trust. Got you. So another layer of privacy.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a lot. This is heavy. This rabbit hole that we going under. What's up, side? It gets
we're never, ever calling our trusts our real names, our last name. We're not calling it none of that, because what? Why create anonymity and then throw your name in there? Like,
throw your name in it. People are so vain. They be like, yeah, the Dolce Family Trust. No, that's a terrible name. Call it something crazy. It's not going to be called Audit Your Circle Family Trust, because y'all going to know it's me.
Exactly.
So you got to make it as private as possible. And can we keep it real? Once we get this information, our people, we get so hyped. Oh, I got to trust. First of all, shut up. Everybody don't need to know you have a trust.
Don't get me started. The internet's people have y'all in shambles. Y'all need to stop showing how much money you make on the internet, because all that brings is scammers, robbers, and people who want to sue you for no reason. So there's absolutely no reason for you to share things publicly. And even when you like, I'm telling them for motivational purposes, you could have did that with a hypothetical. They did not need to see your bank statements. I get it. People need receipts because most people be lying. I understand. However, your people gonna know, or they ain't gonna know. Like, I don't have nothing else to tell you.
Listen. The world wouldn't know I had a Corvette if my brother didn't post it first. Now everybody know I got the Corvette. Yeah, it's private. I tell people my riches that I show are my time. I got time to do this. I got time to do that. Posting watches and cars only impresses low wage people, right? And I'm not interested in those clients whatsoever. So it's positive, high vibration energies where we are setting up business, we are setting up assets, and I'm trying to impress my children and my grandchildren that they are in good position. Somebody asked, do we need to, before we come to the summit, do I need to create a new LLC and use as a trust? No, you just need to show up. Don't do anything before you come to the summit. Don't do anything. I love you. Don't just come, take notes, and then you'll know what to do properly. Comment the word blue below. I will see you in Philadelphia. Don't do anything crazy until you come. We're going to show you how to set up the LLC properly, how to move it into a corporation, how to set it up so you can sell shares. We're going to show you how to raise, not 5 million, 10, 20 million dollars. We're going to show you how to do that. We're going to show you how to become an anonymous person, get off of God's internet and everywhere else, show you how to erase everything. Yeah, I forgot to haze you on that part too. I see Damaris in the comments. We gotta do that too. We're gonna show you how to discharge your student loan debt, all for $197 or $497 in person. If you buy the VIP ticket, you get access to the live podcast recording with Derek White and myself. Free drinks, free food. You know how I do. I gotta get y'all liquored up. We're gonna have a good time Friday night. It's gonna be a networking event. And on Saturday, come to class because it's all day. We're going to be teaching in Philadelphia all these amazing, amazing things. I cannot wait to see you. Lala, any parting words you want to share with everybody?
Last most important thing that he didn't say that I'm going to talk about in my 1 hour and 15 minutes is the end of your circle to make you the wealthiest person is to be an abundant giver. But we don't do that in the way that most people think. We're going to have a family foundation trust. So
that's a good one. March 22nd and March 23rd. That's a good one. Okay. Now you made me stay online a little bit longer. So you're talking about the nonprofit stuff, right? Right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you're going to be talking about people setting up their nonprofit.
Yes.
Go ahead. Tell us about why that's important.
So first of all, being an abundant giver is important just because you should do it, and you're abundantly blessed. You're abundantly blessed because you are able to come and sit in this room and you already know a little bit more information than 98% of the rest of the country, the world. But it also is, so the tax code is written in such a way that it's giving you a blueprint on how to actually live in this monopoly game. And so the private foundation was created so that it can sustain itself. So there's an expectation that you take the money that is donated and that you invest it. So you are able to give grants to the people who are doing work in the streets. Those people generally don't know how to raise any money. So cool. That's our give. You're like, I know somebody that's always tutoring kids, that's always doing things, and they got a nonprofit or they don't, and you can give the money to them. Now, why that's a benefit? Because trust donations to a nonprofit are 100% deductible.
100%.
Deductions from persons and from entities other than trust is 60%, up to 60% of your adjustable gross income. Now, why does that matter? Because you get that deduction, but you still have control of the money. It's in your other pocket.
Ding, ding, ding.
So,
ding, ding, ding. Are y'all paying attention? Everyone needs a nonprofit on this call. Am I correct?
Yes.
Everyone needs a nonprofit.
is a private family foundation, you don't have to worry about your board kicking you out. Public charities have all those strangers that you have to have that can vote you out. And why is that important? Because no one owns a nonprofit. So if they kick you out, guess what you get? Kicked out. You get nothing. You started it, they kicked you out. It's for the public good. We don't like that.
Okay. So real quick, so because I'm a layman. I'm not an attorney. So you saying if what I donate to my nonprofit, the family nonprofit, is 100% write off if it's within the trust,
Yeah,
correct?
if it's a donation from another trust. So your business trust is going to fund your family foundation.
Family foundation. And so because my business is under my trust, the trust is then going to donate the money into the family foundation.
And then
and I control all the money. Then go ahead. And then everybody quiet. And then
you can donate anything. So guess what we got? We got a Bank of America building donated to us. Why did Bank of America give us the building? Because they can write off the market value. They wasn't going to sell that building for the market value because it's in the hood.
Lala, what?
Hello? Hi.
Lala, you were supposed to keep that from March 23rd. That was crazy. So because you got your paperwork in order, Bank of America knows about you, or you went through them. We'll talk about that in person. And they donated a building to you.
Yeah, not to me.
To the
Family Foundation Trust.
To the Family Foundation Trust that they're gonna write off, so they up and you up because you have your foundation owns this asset.
Yes. And guess what else?
Go ahead.
In-kind donations count. So, I speak for a reduced fee from my nonprofit, but also people come and do work. So we got the building renovated with in-kind donations from GCs, plumbers, electricians. So now we're up.
Because they came and gave their time.
Yep.
And their time is worth money, and they could write off their time that they gave you to fix the building.
Yep.
Nah, we gotta raise the ticket prices. That is crazy. This is what the other side been playing. This is a game they've been playing.
Yes.
This is why we're behind so much. This information is so clearly I'm gonna be a student at my own summit. All right? I'm gonna be an own student because I thought I was gonna be chilling backstage. I'm gonna be out front with a notebook. That is crazy. Emil said he just bought his VIP ticket. Yes. Comment the word blue. Comment the word blue below. If you want her to speak at your event, you gotta click that link up there. I'm not gonna tell y'all what she charges. Comment the word blue. I can't wait to see y'all in Philly. No excuses. She's giving y'all listen, Amari said upgrade your ticket. Graham said, Graham bought us a badge. I appreciate you again. Yes, I'm gonna save this live. Yes, I'm gonna put it on YouTube, and they're gonna bother you, Lala. So if you comment the word Lala, she'll set up your FinCen for you, your Corporate Transparency Act, your BOI. She'll put all that paperwork together for you for only $100 plus tax. So it'll come up to about $107. So you're gonna be put in position. Somebody asked, will there be a replay on the summit? No, I am not recording it. This type of information cannot go on God's internet. You have to be in the room. Get your coats now, says the man from Florida. Amari, it's not that cold in Philly in March.
Oh.
Lala, don't start.
I got a full goose down coming soon. I don't play with y'all.
It's gonna be springtime. You're gonna be fine. Listen, I see Lala in the comments. I see blue in the comments. That the word blue, that means you guys are executors and you guys are ready for this information. Yes, we're gonna be in downtown Philly. The W Hotel and the Element Hotel is right across the street from the venue we are going to be. It will be sold out. It is in 30 days from today. I always sell out my events. And then I'm going to get DMs, can you please add more seats? No, I got a way bigger place this year, way bigger. So once it's sold out, there's nothing I can do. See you in Philadelphia. Lala, thank you for giving us an hour of your time after you taught your own students. So I appreciate you so much for doing this. Tap into Lala. Let her put you and your business in position. and let her put you in position in 30 days. Come get these gems.
Listen,
Talk to us.
I'm excited to come to Philly in my goose down. But if you get a VIP ticket, we're gonna pick 2 people to come have dinner with us on Friday night that are VIPs. So y'all, and
so
the best thing about drinking with me is I'm gonna just give you the game. Like I'm not
you
gonna
see,
like.
you see what you just did. First of all, you just pissed off Damaris, because Damaris is gonna be like, what? So now you heard what Lala said.
It's just 2 people, Damaris.
2 VIP people. After the VIP event on Friday night, we're going out to dinner. And you could pick her brain. There's the mask with the fire emojis. I promise you, she's gonna talk trash when she calls me when we hang up on the phone. So listen, so we're picking 2 VIPs. Well, that's what's happening. Every live I'm doing, I'm giving out something. So 2 VIPs from the VIP event that night. We're going out to dinner with myself, Damaris, Lala, whoever else event speakers want to come. So you can pick our brains. And now you have $1 million lawyer that you can talk to for an hour, because we can't stay out late that night because we got a summit the next day. All right. So listen, I'm gonna see you guys. Link in the bio if you want a ticket to the Blueprint Summit. I hope you guys, everyone followed Lala tonight. DM her and bother her. Leave me alone. Lala, thank you. Have a wonderful evening. I'll see you in a couple weeks.
All
Peace,
right.
everybody. Have a good night.